I made my way into the gas station yesterday, sleepily, kind of limply, worked my way over towards the fountain soda machine. um, and so when I walk in this particular store, they always say good morning or hello or good afternoon or whatever. And I just was, I had not wanted nothing to do with it, right? And walking over to the soda machine, I'm like, okay, are they gonna have my Diet Coke? Because yesterday they were out, and this is the place that I want to get my Diet Coke. So I go back the next day, hoping that they fixed it, right? And I had the thought, like, I mean, I just feel like caca, right? I mean, not like hangover caca or sick caca, just like early morning kind of caca. And and I had the thought, hey, what if you try to rationalize that it's not going to feel like this all day, and the day is going to get better? Like, will that make this moment not as caca-y? And and I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna feel like this at whatever 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m. You know, maybe back around come 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something. Maybe it'll return, but I'm not gonna feel this way all day. And I kind of grasped onto that, and it made things seem a little better. Like things weren't actually better because I had that thought, but things seemed a little better. Not as dismal, not as geez, wouldn't it be okay if the floor just opened up and swallowed me whole forever? Um, and then so I got to thinking about it, and I mean, I've long been an advocate, though I haven't talked about it much lately on the show here, that like there's a path for everyone to wellness, be it um, perspective or counseling or medication or some combination of those, or just time sometimes, right? I mean, we have situational depression and different things like that. And like so I mean that is the base of that idea, right? Is that it's not is it doesn't have to always feel like it does today, this week, this month, whatever. And I think I'm guilty a little bit of I think that saying I believe there's a path for everybody is one of those kind of like, it's not quite a platitude, but and not an affirmation, but it is platitude. Um, and I've long said I don't like those, and because I was kind of saying it as a optimistic phrase, right? Um, and just kind of like a baseless, maybe not baseless, but I mean I believed it, but I didn't know it, right? And so I'm trying to adjust that idea and adopt that idea to life, that it's not always going to feel this way. And that's a double-edged sword, right? Because that works for good times and bad times, right? Like I mean, the good times, great elation or whatever, which I hear is a thing that people feel, although I don't know where it is or where it comes from. But that's not gonna last forever, really. But that doesn't mean it has to get bad, right? And to say that bad isn't going to last forever doesn't mean that great elation is coming next week. It just, there's nothing wrong with feeling okay, with feeling um, satisfied, with feeling more complete, right? Um, and um, yeah, so I'm trying to work that out, and and I think I'm more at a place where I don't feel bad, but I don't feel complete. I don't feel. I guess I feel okay. Um, so I don't know. What do you all think about that? Is it? I mean, is it? Can you get there? And I know, there's so many of us who are at that place where nothing is going to make you think, oh yeah, it's not going to feel so bad someday, right? I mean, you're just at a point where you're just everything is terrible, and you can't. I mean, you walk outside and the sun is shining, but you don't see the sun. You don't feel the warmth on your face. You just feel terrible, and that's the time when we need this the most, right? We need this idea that it's not always going to feel this terrible, but at the same, but ironically, insidiously, that those are the times when we absolutely can't see it. And so I'm gonna ask you, on a day when you don't feel absolutely miserable at your worst, um, that deep darkness, when you're not on that day, try to acknowledge that you're not on that day, that week, or whatever, and try to store a little nugget that says, um, okay, today's a 2, and most days are a .1. So there is a 2. I've been to a 2. I've seen a 2. And maybe, just maybe, when you get down to that .3, .4 kind of day, -2, maybe even, you can remember, cognitively, that there are 2s and 3s out there, and maybe that pulls you through a little bit longer. Maybe that makes the day seem a little better. Maybe it's not going to change it, but maybe it'll make it seem, put a little spin, a little what do I want to say, a spin, I guess, onto how you're feeling and thinking that day. So yeah, I don't know. So that's my morning thoughts while trying to get Diet Coke out of a fountain machine. But you know what? Today is Friday, March 4th, 2022, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So if you hear the car noises, yes, I'm in the car. I'm heading off to Greensboro, North Carolina to do a little bit of work. Things have been pretty slow with work lately, and I had the opportunity to pick up some hours and go do this, so off I go. Whatever. I got up this morning. I had been fasting because I had a blood draw. I don't know that I've talked about this, but and I think I have. Yeah, so I'm mildly anemic, based upon blood testing, and so I'm taking vitamins, and which the irony of me taking vitamins is strong. The irony is strong in this one. And so I had my third third blood draw in whatever, like a month and a half, 2 months, to see if numbers are going up or whatever. So I got up, I did that. I didn't even have my soda because I can't find clear indication whether a caffeinated soda is going to interfere with my hematocrit and my iron levels or whatever. So I figured I'll just do that, but but it killed me because well, whatever. So the path that I'm taking to get to Greensboro is not the path that takes me to my the gas station where I like to get soda. So I got up early. I went to the gas station and then backtracked a little bit to go to the health center where I did the blood draw, and then and so the whole time it's just like sitting there in my cup holder, and oh, I want some. Oh, no, I can't have it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And mindlessly, at one point, my hand was around the cup, ready to hoist it to my mouth for that first glorious morning swig of bubbles and caffeine. But I got through it, and I've guzzled my 42-ounce cup of soda already in the 10 minutes leading up to me starting to record. So yes, I have an issue, and I have looked, and I haven't found any correlation between caffeinated diet soda and anemia. So yeah, and I told my when this first came about, and we had this little messaging thing back and forth through my chart with my doctor, and she's like, do you have any bleeding? Do you have any this? Do you have any that? And I said, no, nothing. But I do drink an inordinate amount of caffeinated diet soda. And she just kind of blew right past that. Didn't seem to be interested at all. So, yeah. So there's that. So that's going on. The running thing. Funny story. So Nora and I went up to Michigan to see my mom, and for me to go to a basketball game with Dave and Scott. And we were at the airport, and our flight was delayed, and we're hanging out, and I get an email from the Holly Springs Half Marathon. And they say, hey, get ready, your race is coming up. And I thought, ooh, what? Why do they think I'm running a race? No, not Holly Springs. Something, American Tobacco Trail Half Marathon. And I look, and yeah, sure enough, back in 2020, I was signed up to do a half marathon, and it got canceled, of course, so we deferred it to 21. And I had the option, I believe, back in 2021 to defer it yet again. And sure enough, that is coming due, and there's no further option to defer it. So in like 2 weeks, I'll be running a half marathon that I had completely forgotten about. This is my life, running half marathons that I forgot that I signed up for. Yeah. And so now I've got signed up for another one in late September at Cape Cod, which sounds fun, right? But it's a half marathon. It's a Zuma half marathon, which is an organization that Nora likes to support and is part of, and it's in principle, it's a race for women. It's a women's kind of running organization. I think I have this right. And she asked, do you want to go, hang out, or do you want to go to Cape Cod with me for this? I was like, sure. And then she's like, do you want to run? And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to be there. Why not, right? It'd be fun. So I can run, but I can't win, which isn't no one's in danger of me finishing first in any foot race of any kind. So even against elementary, primary school children. I'm sure there are those who would kick my butt. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. I am going to wear a running skirt, not like a poodle skirt or anything. So yeah, I'm doing that, which I didn't realize until it was pointed out to me, that means I need to stay in half marathon training shape throughout the summer, which sucks. Oh my gosh, I did a 6 mile run yesterday and it was only 80 degrees and it about put me in the ground. It was terrible. So enough about running though. So I am becoming a runner of sorts. So work, like I said, is going slow. There is, once again, talk about a promotion, a change of jobs, duties, responsibilities, that may be coming up, pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. But we'll see. It's, ostensibly a training position, which in some respects is what I do now, but I still have, my primary responsibilities is to service stores, retailers, and things like that. And then as training comes about and is needed, then I'm one of the go-to guys. And this position would put me into trainer in title. It would also make me salaried, which has its pros and cons, right? But yeah, and would make me not have primary responsibility, maybe even a secondary responsibility of servicing retailers. There might be a tertiary kind of thing, like, hey, can you help out? Can you do this? But yeah, so I'm kind of interested in it. And the guy who is heading it up, Sean, is the trainer who trained me for like 45 minutes when I joined the company. And for whatever reason, he's been impressed with me since then. And we had a talk the other day, and he basically said, yeah, I told them that I want you in this position. So basically, without saying the job is yours, which is nice. All right. It feels good to have someone say that. And, of course, what's that going to mean if I don't get the position, right? How devastating is that? Like, but negative JP, we don't need that. So yeah, so that's something that's probably coming up next week. There'll be stuff to apply and interview, I assume. We're not in a world where we just give jobs to people. We have to interview and plus ones and whatever. So yeah, that's a thing. So hopefully that'll be interesting. Should involve more travel, which isn't ideal for many reasons, but I don't know. Hopefully, we haven't talked about pay increase and things like that, but there's kids going to college this coming year, and it would be nice to have a few extra bucks to put towards that. So yeah, fingers crossed for me on that one. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, I've been trying to be a better communicator, and I'm just failing miserably. I just can't sustain more than, say, an afternoon or a morning of correspondence. And I don't know why, and I apologize to all of you out there who are listeners and reacher outers who have contacted me via text or Facebook or whatever. So my friend has sent me an audio file of we had talked about the idea of me having guests or co-hosts, periodic co-hosts, things like that. And he decided, he understands my my desire to put more voices to mental health, mental illness. And he recorded an audio file, which I haven't listened to because as slow as work has been, I've been busy. I picked up a whole another rep's schedule this week, so I have my schedule, his schedule, and doing this other thing. But he sent me what I presume, as if I understand it correctly, is like kind of a snippet of his story in dealing with mental illness. And I'm really looking forward to listening to it and getting it edited up and put it out for you guys. I'm hoping to do that this weekend, so look for back-to-back episodes of Depressed Not Dead podcast on your favorite podcast app. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And my friend Dave had sent me some ideas, and I think I talked about this before. Maybe I haven't. And I've totally just blown him off on this email. I saw him last weekend, and we didn't talk about it. But, yeah, I think it's a great idea to have him back on to ask me some questions. I think we did this way early on, maybe within the first year or two of the show. And I think this one's going to be a little more get to know JP, not get to know mental illness in JP kind of stuff. And so I want to do that. I'm still looking for people to come on and share their story. I don't know who. Anybody is welcome. I don't care. I'm looking forward to it. I say that, but then I'm terrible at corresponding. So actions speak louder than words, they say. So maybe I don't know what the deal is, but I'm trying, right? I mean, at least it's in the fore of my mind as I'm trudging through the days. So hopefully I can get back to doing that and get some content for you guys, so you can have a little visit with a friendly voice now and then. I'm trying to think what else I got for you. I'm sure there's a lot. I got this. So I have an Apple Watch now for a little bit now, and I've got this app on my phone, which then appears on my Apple Watch, which is like a dictaphone kind of thing, where I can just hit a button and speak, and it'll record my thoughts, and it'll even transcribe them. And because I go through these stages, right, where I'm just this really thoughtful guy, and my problem is that I can never remember what it is I thought about, be it while running or after running or in the shower or driving or just momentarily while at work. And so I got this app, and I'm doing this. I have this available to me, and I just haven't done it. I haven't done anything with it. And in fact, I'm prone to hitting the little, I don't know if they're icons on an Apple Watch or what they are, but the app, it's on my main watch face, and I'm prone to hitting it and recording myself for like an hour and 20 minutes while at work. So I've done that, but I haven't put it to use for novel thoughts and ideas. So I'm trying. There's a lot of trying things this episode that I'm talking about. Maybe that'll be the title of the show, trying to be JP. Yeah, there it is. That's it. Okay, I've hit the stage where I'm babbling. Get a hold of me. Jamolki@gmail.com, facebook.com/Jamolki, @Jamolki on Instagram, JAMOALKI, 248-648-1419 via text only, or worldwide text +1 248-648-1419. Get a hold of me, tell me to get off my lazy butt and do some corresponding, and insist that I message you back. Put it in your message. Hey, JP, how's it going? Just wanted to let you know I listened to the show today. You must message me back. Put that in all caps. You must message me back. Do it. Make me develop these habits again. I will thank you profusely for it. But that's it. We're gonna call it there. I hope everyone is staying safe. It seems we may be maybe coming out of this pandemic thing to where we're just kind of an endemic kind of COVID world, like COVID flu kind of world. And yeah, but keep stay safe. Wear a mask if you're not feeling well. Wear a mask if that's what you feel comfortable doing. Follow CDC guidelines and be smart, be safe, be well. Thanks.